quick Devar Torah. Kriyat Yam Suf was a very fundamental issue in Jewish history. It's a big thing. Up until the crossing of the Sea of Reeds, God was doing everything for the Jewish people, pretty much. All we had to do was sit back and watch the show. Suddenly, to get going across the sea, we have to start to go, we have to do something that, it's a complaint against slavery. A slave doesn't do anything on their own. They do whatever the master tells them to do, but it's an agreement, so to speak, because he gets his food, medical care, housing from the master. Might not be the best medical care, might not be the best food, might not be the best housing, but at least he gets something out of it. A free person has to worry about his next meal. He has to earn it. He has to be responsible for his actions. A slave is not responsible for his actions. Everything reverberates to the master. Everything returns to the master. And basically, what you see going on here is the beginning of setting the Jews, the real beginning of setting the Jews free is the fact that Jews had to take part in this. The Jews had to have a hand in it. So that's why the waters did not part until somebody jumped in. You have to do something. Interesting note, when there was a committee in 1776 here in the United States to decide what would be the seal of the United States. On that committee were three individuals, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams. They each came up with a different seal. We took the official seal as the one that was made by John Adams, but Franklin's seal is a very interesting seal. It's the Jews crossing the Red Sea and the Egyptian army being destroyed, and Pharaoh looking remarkably like King George III. But his slogan that he wanted, his motto that he wanted, was rebellion to tyranny is obedience to God. Okay? And Jefferson later adopted that as well. Jefferson's idea, by the way, was the Jews in the wilderness being led by a pillar of fire. We're not there yet. We're on our way. We will eventually get there. So it's a very interesting idea that here you have these two of the founding fathers that they were so imbued with the Bible that they took Kriyat Yamsuf and being in the wilderness as a symbol for this new country, America. But they're overruled by Congress and by Adams, so that's a whole separate issue. But the point is, they understood something. Just saying freedom, okay, just being free is not enough. Because being free, doing whatever you want to do, is libertinism. And that doesn't work. In the end result, that'll lead to disaster. When you want to become free, you have to be obedient to God. You have to be obedient. You have to have a structure in place. And the founding fathers said the structure in place actually was the Bible. They based a lot of things they did in the Constitution on biblical precepts. So it's no accident that Benjamin Franklin would choose crossing the Red Sea, because that was the break. Once we crossed the Red Sea, we were never going back to Egypt. That was it, but now we're responsible for what we do. And that's the great challenge of freedom. Something to think about.